Hey crafty friends, welcome to a design team project for ASC Supplies on Etsy. I think almost every video I tell you about getting Stamperia at the very, very lowest prices. Um, you got to check them out. This is an absolutely stunningly beautiful collection. I will say, once I got going with it, it was a little bit harder for me with pink, but OMG, am I thrilled with the results. So I did 2 collections of cards, and I will share them in separate videos. So this is the collection. Just gorgeous. Check it out. All the links will be in the description box down below. Excuse me, and I hope you guys will head over and check them out. So we're going to start with this one. And these are all shaker cards. So I turned my center part into a shaker. And if all goes well, I'm going to plan to add how I made the shaker at the back end of the video. So stay tuned for that. If it's not on there, then there's a reason. Probably that I lost that video clip. I just don't remember seeing it in my phone. I did it like 4 or 5 days ago. So anyway, I'm going to try to add that. So I added sequins, some little snowflakes, and there is my happy Santa waving. I added a beautiful flower cluster, and these are some frosted, I don't know, little leaves. I picked up, let me show you. I picked up a bush with these, and I cut them apart and used them in my cluster. Pretty trims and lace. Let me show you the back of it. This is a gatefold card. Someone had said to me that all my cards were the same, and could I do something different? And I have done gatefold cards before, but at least it's not an easel card, right? Not to mention I killed my grand caliber machine, so I couldn't do any large die cutting with it. So I ordered a new one, should be here today. So this opens up like this. I put this gorgeous paper on the back of a circle, and I only put it on half so that I didn't waste. Opens up like that, and then you write your message here. So very pretty, very beautiful gatefold card. And all my cards are listed on eBay. I sell my cards on eBay, my scrapbooks, and my journals on Etsy. So links are always in the description box down below if you're interested. All right, so this is the next one. And we've got a beautiful bird, and it says Christmas, and there's our shaker bits. And there's my husband calling. I'll be back. So anyway, shaker. And it's kind of, there we go. So I added this beautiful satin bow, a beautiful bling from the DIY boutique supply, another flower cluster, pretty laces and trims, and then this pulls out of the center pocket, and this is where you would write your personal message. And then I have this beautiful die cut at the top, so that slides back in, and that's the back. Then we've got this one. And this one is also a shaker. And this one's got like a little village. There's a pretty little fence there. And another, this is a satin bow and a bling from the DIY boutique supply. This is a layered sentiment that says joy from the collection. I failed to mention in the previous cards over here that I added little pine cones to my flower cluster. So there you go. This one has this beautiful die cut topper, And there you go, card number 3. All right, the last card. I didn't use any blue from the collection. This is just, well, I think there's a teeny bit of blue up there at the top, but mostly all pink. And this is another crisscross card. Pink trim, flat back pearls, another satin bow with a bling from the DIY Boutique Supply. Sorry, I found another glue string. Look at the flower cluster. OMG. There's some more frosted flowers and some glitter, leaves and some glittered leaves. Just love it. And of course, this one is also a shaker. It says Merry Christmas in there. And then this pulls out. And this is a place for you to write your message to your recipient. So there are 4 different style cards for you guys than I normally do. I mean, I guess my question would be when someone says my cards are all the same, they're all in the same style. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope they inspire you a bit. I hope I can add that little tutorial I did on making the shaker. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. It's in my phone and I can add it in. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. There's going to be another collection of cards coming real soon with this same paper collection, and they will be single fold cards. So another different kind of card for me. All right. Happy scrappy day, guys. Check out the links in the description box down below. Head over to ASC Supplies and get you some crafty goodness. Bye. Recently, I've had several requests to show how I do shaker cards. So I'm going to start with the shaker component. And the first thing I did was I created my frame. So I took, I got out my circles, and I don't want 2 that go right together. I want some space in here. So I picked these 2, and that's because this image is going to go in the circle, and then I need this to go on the outside. So what I do is I line them up, I tape them together, I put them on the paper, and then I run them through my die cutting machine, and I get this bracelet, get the circle. Okay. Then I take the larger of the 2 and I cut out my transparency film, and I just get this at the office supply store. Just tell me you want transparency film. Sorry, the dog's squeaking her toy. I die cut out the circle, and I put my glue on the back side of my circle frame, and then I put my my transparency on. So voila, there you go. Now what I do, let's see. Okay, I was going to say I should have 4. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this, since this kind of matches the color that because I'm using this paper, so it's pink and this kind of teal. And I like using this fun foam. This is from Michael's. It's $1 a sheet, and I try to cut it not, a little bit smaller than my width of my frame. And I'm going to need, I think one of these should cover the whole circle. So we're going to cut 4. 3, 4. So what I want to tell you is I did use my fabric tack for gluing them, the transparency on to the paper, but I do not use the fabric tack when I'm gluing this, and there's a reason. Fabric tack gives you room to wiggle. It doesn't set immediately. It takes a few minutes, and I don't want this to move. So I use my my hot glue gun. Yes, it's gross. And I don't put it right on there because I want it to not burn my acetate so bad that it bubbles. Okay, so if you hold it away just a little bit, it won't bubble it. But you want to get your fun foam pushed down on there pretty quickly. And you want to push it down on there really good, because that's what's going to hold your shaker stuff in. And if you don't, your shaker stuff could start, once you get your card put together, your shaker stuff could start coming out. You also want to be careful, because when you get glue string from your hot glue gun on your acetate, it's kind of a pain to get it off. But when you get it on there, you want to get it off as quick as you can. So that's why you just saw me going crazy trying to get it off. All right. You need to be sure that you have your, see, we're bubbling over there. Can you see it bubbling? All right. There we go. So my piece that I want to put in there is the same size as the hole. So I have to cut a piece that's the same size as this entire larger circle. So because the only thing that's really going to show is, let me flip it over, is that there's a teeny little space right there. So, I mean, you could use something that's, not that important, because you don't want to waste your beautiful design paper. So I'll be back and show you the next step.